Yo, how is everyone? Okay, this is going to be a continuation of the last video I started involving this lovely woman for the month of May, who is also part octopus. Now, yeah, I think I'm gonna attempt to do as much of this as I can in one go. Generally, I'm usually kind of um, lack the attention span, unfortunately, to usually work on pieces for very long amounts of time. So something like I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes before I'm just like randomly distracted by something, or I start to procrastinate. Like if I get too bored, I'll just be like, oh shit, I need to vacuum this place for like absolutely no reason, or I need to go and wash a plate or several plates, as the case might very well be. But yeah, okay. So the overall thing we're going for is this woman, obviously, dancing underwater, well, being all dancy and stuff. So at the moment now we've done the principal sketching, which is which is this layer, all that kind of stuff. Um, just have you have a general idea of the feel you're supposed to get, and from then on we're gonna do some more going over those lines again so you have a clearer idea of what the hell is happening in here, and so that I can produce an artwork that is not entirely horrific. Alright, so yes, that is the mission. And now we're gonna start with something like fingers and just a little bit and like that. More, give me more. Yes, so something like real simple. You don't have to I don't think I have to stress out about it all that much. Obviously, for the more detailed things, you're gonna have to make your brush a little bit tinier so you can get all those nice tidy details and stuff. Or we'll just like we'll leave the thumb for now. That's fine. This is still another sketch layer, slightly more refined, but we still probably might go over it one more time depending on what I feel like. So yes, oh, my phone is vibrating. I'm so popular. So yeah, one good thing as well, when I sketch, I like bold lines that accentuate motion, because one way to make your drawings appealing is this thing called line of action. So it's like a general overall motion that your character has. So like for her, this as yet unnamed sea creature, her line of action is something like like that, so she has just basically like a general motion, like that direction and stuff like that. And so that's just like the general curvature of her spine, and the hair as well. In fact, her hair as well also sort of follows that as well, because if you go along it more closely, you can see it go up like this, and then like another curve up here like that. So it's almost like she's wavy with the ocean, that kind of stuff. And these are the things that you want to incorporate into your artwork, and that helps make things look more interesting and water and all that kind of stuff, so like ocean currents, sea tornadoes, and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the general idea. So to continue along with those lines now, the main inspiration for this, I wanted to draw actually from everyone's favorite sea witch, Ursula. That's this thing right there. Look at her. Oh my god. She is an absolute terror, but she's also really well designed. She has like really great characteristics. Yeah, these 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 bags, this makeup, just wow. She's goddamn, she's a piece of work. Yeah, that's look at that, so sexy. But one really great thing about her is you can see as well her hair. You notice that it's a oh crap, what have I done? Her hair. Oh yeah, why Ursula from the Little Mermaid was actually the boss. That's probably what it's going to say. I'm so certain it is. Um, so yeah, her hair, it flows. It flows along with the sea. So it has an overall shape, but it's still kind of malleable. And along with that as well, she's a larger than life character. Pun not intended, um, and all that kind of stuff. So she's very expressionful. Expressive. There we go. Expressive. I forgot how to words. But yeah, she has very many expressions. A really large character, and beyond this general motif, you can see the way her dress. Like you can tell, a dress. It's also like merged into the nature of what she is as a mermaid, part octopus. You know, and that's a really cool thing. And I really wanted to take that a little bit further. Oh, look at that booty. I wanted to take that a little bit further and incorporate that as well with as well as her color. Her color scheme as well is really nice because it has like black and purple, so it gives you a sense of venom. Pretty much, you can tell she's kind of like poisonous, not necessarily with what she can do, but the way that she is. And these are the cues that are really essential to good character design, which is part of why Disney or legends are doing this sort of stuff. And so yeah, all these things are carefully put together to give you a sort of image. And yeah, I believe that's enough of the of the theory. And now we're gonna go back to this beauty. So the way Ursula had that dress, I want her as well to have something similar to that as well. So what we have here is her generous hips gonna flow like that. We'll give it a couple of tries. Yeah, it will flow into her limbs like so. And let's see now. This as well. Good stuff. I don't think I'm going to be super strict with myself on how neat these particular lines are going to be because fortunately, since we're not exactly making this official work or any such thing, in some cases you can afford to be a bit more lax. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, but I'm more concerned with having fun doing this than I am to really getting it right, at least 100% right. Obviously when you do artwork, you still want your work to look kind of cool. So yeah, we have one tentacle. Let's see how many of us get here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we'll just yeah. Okay, yeah, exactly. So that'll be 4 up front, right here. That good stuff. Yep. Nah, all that kind of stuff. I'm not generally used talking while drawing is actually surprisingly tricky, at least for me anyways. I'm not used to that kind of stuff. I'm especially not used to talking to myself. Well, I mean, not with an audience on the internet, which can be recorded forever. Shit. But yes, tentacles. Whoop whoop. Yeah, everybody loves tentacles, right? Okay, so I have some of that, and I mean, I'll be 4 up front, like right here. But obviously, there's gonna be the remaining 4 near the back. And oh dear, nearly dropped my pen. So we go like that, like that. Oof. And then yep, there we go. Wonderful, like that. Then more limbs in the background there. Well, I mean, I don't know if we're really going to make her an octopus. Why not just give her, I guess, 6 limbs, rather 6 tentacles, and then we have 2 arms on her. So altogether, that is 8 limbs, you know. So that's one good thing as well about being an artist and not being strictly bound to stuff. You can always improvise and make really fun adjustments. So just on the fly, I have decided that no, we are going to give her 6 tentacles and 2 arms, which will make 8 limbs, which will make her an octopus woman. And that's, you know, and that's the way the sea current flows. Yeah, and that's the way the sea current flows, boy. So that's what we're gonna do. Wonderful. Now, okay, we have the general body shape of her. See, there we go. It's like it's coming together. That's the importance of having an initial layer. Gives a good groundwork. So yeah, now that it's coming together, I originally had this thing whereby and maybe like a sash around her waist, possibly, to make things a bit interesting. Maybe. We'll see how it looks. We can come back to that later. So yeah, we have that. Now, second arm. So, one good tip as well, that one would do well to remember. Let's see now. You need to have a good idea of where everything is all the time. Well, most of the time anyways. What I mean is that now in regards to this arm in the background, this arm behind her, what is it doing? What is it doing? It's part of the dance, you know. So that's what's gonna make it come out here, you know. And when you keep those things in mind, it helps your work look less floaty. Now let's see. We go back to pick up pencil. we go back to black. Oh, and of course this other layer as a reference. And yeah, so one good way to work as well by using layers. Supremely useful, you know, especially let's see now. I've built that arm going on. Now let's see what the proportions are looking like. It's not too bad. Let's see now. Okay. Okay, so thumb. Hand, fingers. Let's see now. Should we make this a teensy bit longer? Or maybe not actually. But yes, okay. We have that going on. This clearly does not look quite right. So let's try something else. Okay, there we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Something like that. Sketch layers, very important. Done. As you can see, she has very long skeletal arms. So what we're gonna do is gonna do a little bit of a thing, and we're gonna scale this like so, so it doesn't look so freakishly huge in comparison to the rest of her. I feel like that's about right for now. Obviously this arm needs to be perfect. Hand, need to get those body parts right. But that hand needs to be perfected, and then we can come back to that later. We'll leave as a placeholder. So yes, that's one of the advantages of working digitally. Each whatever medium you use, it has its perks and its disadvantages. Now fortunately, we live in the future, and so a lot of the things that we do right now benefit us pretty well in terms of technology, and so you can easily undo mistakes, you can enlarge things, you don't have to be bound by anything per se. So it's useful to understand the perks of the medium you choose, and once you do that, whew, you're well on your way to making some good artwork. You know, you can use and also arguably abuse the perks of each of those modes of creating art and do something really unique, you know. So yeah, I decided we'd make her ears a little bit pointed to drive home the fact that, hey, she's not entirely human, you know, just in case the half of her that was octopus didn't tip you off. You know, these ears are usually like another good sign that, hey, you're not from around these parts, are you? So now we move on to my favorite part, arguably, which will be the hair. Now hair, I've always enjoyed doing hair digitally. Of course, hair in real life is another whole thing altogether, but you can make really fun expressive shapes. I'm getting so many notifications from my phone. We can get You can get really fun shapes, really great. Oh, look, she's coming together really nice. But yes, with hair, you can do some really amazing things, especially when you're illustrating, you're not really bound by rules once again. So let's see now. Okay, true. Yes, so just be free. Do whatever it is your heart desires. Try this. Okay. And let's see what else now. True. And just gonna take this a little bit further up. Yeah, she has a fairly high forehead, actually. Just yeah, Then we're gonna go for that. Yeah, it's good. Then keep going, and, stuff like that. Go for the tiny little details. Make sure that hairline is on point, as the kids say. Do the kids say that anymore? I have no damn idea. I'm old. Oh my god. But yes, more hair, more life. Oh my god, she's starting to look a bit like Johnny Bravo. Okay, sorry. I'm really sorry for that. I know my sense of humor is a bit corny, or raz, as some of my countrymen might say. I'm Nigerian, by the way. Not a prince, unfortunately. You know how it is. But if you still want to send me money via Western Union, I genuinely would not mind. Yo, help a brother out. And oh yes, one thing I keep on forgetting as well. So that's the thing. When you working digital, like I said just some minutes ago, it has a whole lot of perks, but occasionally I keep forgetting those perks sometimes. So I forget that I can easily do stuff like and rotate and make things suit my my drawing paths. Sometimes it's easier to draw. If you've ever tried drawing, you'll notice that it's easier to do stuff from certain angles than it is to do from others. Kind of like writing, from left to right, that sort of stuff, I'd say. Or I don't know. I can't actually think of a good enough analogy at this very second. But I promise, when I do, I'll maybe put it in the comments or something. But okay, more hair stuff. Go in there, make some nice details. See, look, it's coming together fairly nicely, and that's a cool thing. It's always really cool when you put in effort to anything, really, and you see something that you're somewhat proud of starting to take shape. Don't know yet how proud I am going to be of this particular Mermay piece, but I'll tell you what, I am having fun with it, and that's That's a really important thing. Lots of people forget to have fun, no matter what it is they do. And they lose sight of things, and things get really messy and complicated. And okay, I'm not here to give life lessons. Or am I? I don't know. I mean, I like to think I'm really wise and learned. I know the ways of the world. Kind of. Okay. And, I believe the hair is pretty much... That's pretty much okay at this point in time. I mean, it's... okay, here's a bit messy. One good thing as well, don't be afraid. I personally like when... I'm a bigger fan of my messier, sketchy work than I am of like really clean line work. And I also enjoy seeing it in other artists as well that I find online. If I see them, I really prefer seeing the sketchier, like almost a quality of, almost a sense of it being incomplete. I enjoy seeing that. I'm not sure why. I guess I've always kind of liked like abstract stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, her nose is slightly off center, so we're just gonna boop, tweak it a little bit. There we go. Instant nose job. Okay, maybe not that. But yeah, so that's the way this is going. Clean some of that a little bit. One way I tend to do things as well, I go it has to do as well, I guess, my short attention span. Growing up, I used to daydream a lot during school lessons and stuff like that. Whenever I daydreamed, I always thought, like cool stuff like this, fancy, action, and maybe a little bit of drawing in my textbooks. And because I'm easily distracted, even in my art as well, I tend to be, which is the irony, I used to distract myself from real life by doing art and doing stuff, and now even in my art I distract myself. But what I tend to do is that I don't, some people tend to do, what is that, maybe they start from like the very tip here, and then they just like start working their way down, almost like a printer, just like do, and they just like draw everything, and it just like comes out real great. And me, however, I like going all over the place. I go here, I work on the arms, I do stuff. If I get stuck, I'm bored, this sucks, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. And I go to the boobs and that kind of stuff. If I don't like the way that's looking, I stop there, then I move to the hands. If I don't like what's going on with the hands, I move to the hair, that kind of stuff. I'm really poor attention span. But we all have our flaws in life, and we learn to manage them. And I like to think I have grown as a human being, accepting these flaws of mine. Okay. So for the most part, actually, we have the general shape all more or less sussed out. I mean, I'm liking the way it's looking so far. A couple things might need to clear up, maybe like that. Some of that. Let's see, what else do we want to do? I really, I'm not a fan of that hand. And I don't know if I should really be telling you people this, I suppose, but it goes to show all artists have certain weaknesses, at the very least when they start out they do. I don't know that I'm world class yet, obviously one day I'm going to be world class. Pray for your boy. But before I hit that world class, I have to take care of a couple weaknesses of mine. One of my weaknesses, a very common weakness actually, of artists is dun 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 hands and feet. Those things are an absolute nightmare to do properly. And let's see now. Yeah, people are not very fond of them. And I don't blame them because hands are pretty tricky. There's so many tiny little bones in them, tarsals, metatarsals, and pinkies, and you know, all that good stuff that you don't have to deal with, you know. And yeah, for me as well, that tends to be one of the things that takes up most of my okay, I won't say most is actually a bit of an exaggeration, but a substantial amount of my time. Ooh, we're going to do a really cool computer thing again. Now we're just gonna lasso that and move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. I like to move it. She likes to move it. Okay, yeah. So I moved a little bit further down, so the pinky is like where it's supposed to be, more or less. And now, what else? We have uno, dos, tres, cuatros, and what else? I'm channeling my inner pitbull. Oh yes, of course. Thumbs. I heard that thumbs were really important to people. So yeah, I'm gonna hook. Just go up. Oh God, Jesus Christ. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, let's go again. Like hook. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, that is somewhat acceptable to me. Obviously in later videos we're gonna have like a whole freaking session where all you're gonna just see me do for like freaking 5 hours straight, just drawing hands on hands. Okay, so that's somewhat acceptable. Let's see. Yep. What else? Is there anything else I want to change? Let's see now. These eyes, we could close them up. I mean, yeah, it's not too bad. Give her interesting markings, kind of like a cheetah, you know. Cheetahs tend to have eyes like this. Or Orochimaru, in case anyone here knows or gives a damn about Naruto. I do. Don't talk shit about Naruto. He's a real nigga. I mean, he's cool. Okay, let's see. So we have that. Okay. So we're gonna give her fairly intense mascara. Well, markings around the eyes. I mean, I don't know what kind of mascara can survive like deep sea pressure, but holy shit, that would revolutionize everything actually. Oh my god. Mascara that could keep all its mascara-y-ness underwater. I feel like that kind of thing could move economies. Does it exist already? I mean, if it does, I mean, clearly it's only a few short steps until we solve cancer or something, right? That'd be nice. Or it could be that the formula for the cure for cancer is hidden like in beauty products. Just like, as it turns out, the very component required to keep mascara perfect in deep sea pressure is also the component that saves lives and stops cancer. That'd be a nice dream to have. Okay. So, holy hell, I went off tangent. Okay, so line work is, I mean, it's more or less done, you know, because I'm leaving it sketchy because, like I said, I like doing that sometimes, most of the time, to be honest. Not only do you feel slightly freer to make mistakes, but it's just it's genuinely more interesting to me. And I hope you like the sketchy feel as well, because you're gonna be seeing a lot of it. Right. So once that's all done, ooh, actually, almost forgot. Now we're going to give her accessories. Mainly big ass hoop earrings. Because why not? No self-respecting sea witch would be seen without her bling. Like Jesus. Doesn't want to be like the rest of the common sea animals, you know? So yeah, just like a little gold hoops. Probably like hollowed out doubloons or something from sunken pirate ships. Yeah, that'd be cool. She just got her hand in a whole bit of gold and she's just like, you know what? We're fish down here, so we don't have much use for this gold. Except to look fabulous. Yeah, I'm not gonna really stress all that much about that. And let's see, what else? I don't know, what do you think? Nose ring? Piercing? That'd be interesting. Ooh, beauty mark. Maybe. I'm actually a big fan of beauty marks. I don't know why, I just really like them. It's an interesting blemish, I guess. Just that a lot of the time, perfection is boring. It's the flaws that you see in people that makes them engaging and interesting, you know. And the same goes with artwork, more or less. Some of the more, well, not only just artwork, actually, like most things in life. And by the way, this necklace is like, I don't know, fisherman's twine or something. But yeah, some of the more interesting things in this world, you know, are imperfect, which are just do a nice, what is that? A seashell? What kind of seashell is it though? I'm sure there's a name for this, like ammonite. I don't know. I call it oh yeah, it is an ammonite shell, I believe, because I'm thinking Omanyte from Pokemon. Yeah, Omanyte and Omastar. Hashtag praise Lord Helix. The real cool kids will know what that means. Let's see. Okay, that's obviously not how that's supposed to go, but yep. Okay, just do something like that, like a conch seashell. Let's see, what else are we doing? What else are we putting on this mofo? Ooh, I don't know, maybe maybe something like tooth. A tooth that belongs to some unidentified sea creature. I mean, sharks have teeth similar to this, right? I mean, if they don't, we'll just pretend as though I meant to do something else all along, okay? Because you're all really cool people, and I'm sure you wouldn't want to call me out like that for not knowing my sea creatures. So, yeah, God bless. Let's see, what else can we put on there? I don't know, a couple Spanish coins. I don't know why they had to be Spanish, to be honest. Something wrong with me. But yeah, just put random stuff, to be honest, on the necklace, just like old trinkets. Yeah, and yeah, I believe without spending too much time on this, I mean we're more or less done with the line work. Oh yes, most important. Oh, I did something really bad. In this whole thing, I did not save at least once, which is so bad. Like save constantly. Be paranoid about these sorts of things. I'm sure anyone who's ever written like a final dissertation in university will tell you if you lose your work because you didn't save, things get corrupted, you are screwed. And the same could apply over here, you know. And oh yes, actually, I lie. We're not quite done with the line work, because guess what else octopi have? Suckers. Those suction cup thingies. Just like, yeah, yep, that, yeah. You're just gonna have a whole bunch of them. Just like, yep. Oh god, I regret doing this now. So tedious. But yeah, just go up and down, these wonderful suction cups that they use to get through stuff, to catch and then snare their prey. Oh my days, how many of you have seen octopuses? Octopussy? Huh, that's a James Bond joke, I think. And how many times have you seen them actually hunt? Like just go nuts and just snag their prey. It really freaks me out. It really does, because I just imagine being that poor little sea creature, and then these limbs just come out of the dark. That's the thing, you don't see octopi coming, because that's the other thing as well. The chameleon is really famous for like blending its colors, and then like all these cartoons and stuff, they take to the absolute extreme, whereby they go like completely invisible. It's barely impossible. Well, it's cartoons, so I can't judge too harshly. But yeah, you see all that stuff because they're really well known for changing their colors. But octopuses, I really need to research and see if it's octopuses or octopi. Oh god, just like this entire video could have just been me making this horrible error. But yes, they are freakishly good at camouflage. Like, you do not, if you haven't seen them, like go find a video, like go find like National Geographic and check that shit out, because it is freaky how fast they change their colors, because their skin pigmentation is constantly in a state of flux. Like, it's like unstable, it's constantly active, like shifting and changing, like a kaleidoscope. And not only do they change their color with freakish accuracy and speed, they can also change the texture of their skin too. So they have the color and both the texture of, say, a rock. So imagine that you're just like this innocent little like fish just swimming by, you're going home, and you're like, the rock that I usually sleep next to, it's a little bit closer than I remember. And then the rock opens its eye and looks at you. And the last thing you see is like 4 tentacles like speeding out towards you, just, oh, God. And then their beaks. Their beaks are like usually around this area, like where her, where I guess other things of hers might be. I don't know. Her mouth is up here, so I don't know what could be down there. I want to find out. But yeah, they're really creepy, and they're really flexible, and they just squeeze into the tiniest spaces. Kind of like cats. The way cats can just like squeeze into things. But yeah, octopi freak me out. But I mean, she's one of the better looking ones, don't you think? I mean, would you? I mean, would you be interested in like going on a date with this wonderful sea woman? I don't know, man. I don't know. Just might eat you too, bro. Okay, so line work all done. See, there we go. It doesn't look all that bad, and then we can get rid of that background stuff, and we'll do some slight cleanup. We're not going to bother with being super neat and clean, because ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, well, I do really, but I'm just feeling a bit lazy, so I'm just gonna go in that. I'm going to do this thing as well, like right over there, and now we have that. Yeah, organization is very important. Name this layer something like outline. That's not how you spell outline. Outline or line work or something. Just name it. Keep it safe. We'll shift a little bit so she's a bit more central. And what we're going to do is like we're going to lock that layer so you can't accidentally do anything to it. Because you don't want a situation where you're painting for absolute ages and then you've accidentally painted over like your previous artwork and you're just end my life. But yes, okay, so now is the time for color, and now for that we're going to use a different brush tool, like really solid blocking. Now this is where we're going to refer to our wonderful Ursula again, because I'm going to use this color scheme because I really like it. White, purple. I had a friend, really good art. Oh, she's an amazing artist, actually, and she cosplayed. She dressed up for Halloween as Ursula, and she pulled it off really well. She had all top stuff. She's a really great looking sea witch. But yeah, she got the color scheme right, and that's what we're going to try and get right today as well. All this good stuff. Her skin tone, which is varies depending on the lighting, from pale blue to like almost purplish, like over here, So we're gonna go something along those lines as well. So what we're gonna do now is like we're gonna try a little bit color her skin, and oh yes, that is way too violent. We're gonna go for something more pale. Yeah, like this. This is nice, I guess. Maybe let's try a bit paler. A little bit paler and all that kind of stuff. Yes. So we're gonna go like with this nice little color, blue skin. Obviously, again, she's not from where the rest of us are. So she's another race. Her skin color will be different. Kind Kind of reminds me of what do I call it? What am I thinking of? The skin color there. Widowmaker of Overwatch fame. I mean, if you don't know what Overwatch is, you know, I can't imagine there isn't anyone who doesn't know what Overwatch is right now that isn't interested in this kind of stuff, anyways. But yes, like Widowmaker from Overwatch, or actually Prince Lothar from the original Voltron Defenders of the Universe series, which, by the way, it was really awesome. Has anyone seen the new one? The new Voltron episodes on Netflix, season 2, or season 1 as well, actually, but season 2. I just finished season 2, and bruh, it was so lit, so lit. Really good animation. Yeah, the guys behind that, they also were responsible for the animation of the Legend of Korra. Oh yeah, actually, one other thing as well. Don't think you really have to worry about keeping within the lines for now. It's just like faster if you just hold on. Let's do something cool. Let's just we're gonna go and just we're gonna make a whole container. Okay, just watch this. It's, if you don't know this trick, you might find it pretty cool. You know, let's not worry too much right now about the outlines of stuff. Something is beeping. I hope my house is not on fire. Yep, so go like that. Hop. And hop. Then just close that up. And then we go to the paint fill. 3, 2, 1. Hop. Wonderful. Quick, easy, stuff like that. So yeah, that's one thing I prefer doing. So at times I don't like going through the whole hassle of coloring and all that kind of stuff, you know. So you know, those perks of technology, use them well. Don't be a twat. Okay. If anyone says, "Oh my God, that's cheating," just shut up. Don't know what you're talking about, bro. Yeah, just making sure there are no longer any annoying straggler lines and stuff. Okay. And oh yes, of course, here this requires a bit more detail, so we're gonna 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, wonderful. So do all that nice coloring. Yeah, one thing about coloring as well, most people, they tend to go, if you look over to the left here and bottom left, they tend to try and go maybe like for the most absolute dark, and that's not great, you know, because there's different shades of black, like 50 shades of black maybe. I am so sorry for that joke. But yes, there's black, there's slightly darker black, you know. Those colors can be really important whenever you're choosing the kind of colors to paint with, or maybe even a tactical turtleneck for spy missions or whatever, you know. And yeah, it helps things stand a bit more. Oh, look at this, and it helps your outline, let your outlines, like, if they must, well, I mean, depending on the kind of like drawing style you want to go for, you can let your outlines be like absolute black and stuff, and then the colored stuff, like right there, it can be slightly lighter. So like these differences in tone and shade, they add almost imperceptible but necessary things to your color. Lots of this stuff, I mean, you might already know or you might not, because I didn't actually go to an art school. The most I did was take art as a subject in secondary school for a few years, and then but I haven't actually received like formal training to do most of this stuff. All this stuff I learned trial and error, and just yeah, that's pretty much it. Helps reading books every once in a while. Also check out, funnily enough, you can also check out other YouTube. Check out YouTube tutorials, all that kind of stuff. You know, pick up like specific tips on how to draw really cool hair, or how to draw decent eyes, or how to draw goddamn hands, because it's my worst thing in the world. So yeah, these are the tips that I learned, and I'm freely passing on to you because I am such a great guy. No, I'm not really. I'm a twat, but yep. I mean, so I'll just go over some of the stuff, and now comes the sort of cleanup. So all this, just get rid of that. What up? Let's see. Hooray for pressure sensitivity. Let's get rid of all that stuff. Usually I have music on while I do stuff like this, especially during the more tedious moments, but who needs music from Beyonce or Drake or Red Hot Chili Peppers when you can listen to my wonderful voice? You will listen to me and you will like it, and you will be grateful. Okay, so now we have most of that sorted out. Yeah, more. So this is the more boring parts, because I'll tell you what, some of the best art, it's in the details, you know. It's the attention that you pay to the little things that ends up making your work, in not only just in art, in anything that you do, really. It's the love you give, the attention you give to anything, work, careers, people. It's the little things that you do that make the difference, that they end up being more than the sum of their parts. The little things, little drops form the mighty ocean, the ocean which this damn mermaid is swimming in. Oh my god, why did I make an octopus? There are too many arms. Screw this, I'm quitting this video. Just goddamn now, I'm done. Like, all of you, just like go home. I'm not teaching you anymore. Sucks. I promise that's me laughing and not actually crying. Well, mostly not crying. I mean, we don't know. You can't see my face, so you'll never really know. So yes, I promise you, I'm a stable human being. Speaking of stable, I'm pretty sure I have a really rough sketch of a centaur woman that I made like ages ago. That was a fun That was a fun project. I think I did it for like a little competition, like a little art thing. And that's one of those things where, oh, we give you a challenge, like for this month, draw a specific thing, and if it's really good, we'll say you're the best, and we'll give you lots of praise and likes and stuff. And I'm just like, no, okay, I'll do it. Sounds cool, man. Wanna, but I guess a couple people liked it, but it wasn't all that great. I didn't spend enough time on it. While I did the real big stuff. I did like the overall posing and all that kind of stuff. I didn't focus on her details, and so it just remained ordinary as opposed to something more, which it could have been. So make sure you keep that in mind. Always do your best, even if you hate it like I do at times, at least when it comes to these tedious things. Do the details. The devil is in the details. Due diligence, all that good stuff. Just gonna keep this up there, But like I said, at least for this particular work, even though I am working a bit on the details, well, I say details, but really just making sure that the outline isn't a freaking mess, But I'm still not really gonna be working on making this such a super exquisite piece. To be honest, I feel like I'm even working a bit too long on this. Okay. Oh shit. It's almost more or less done because I want to just get this done as quick as possible so that you can all go back to your real lives. Okay, so there we go. We have that nice black. Looks like a really, really nice dress. Ooh, and save. Now we are going to color the. Oh dear, sorry. I believe that was lunch making an attempt to come back up. I know, that's just what you wanted to hear. So sexy. But yes, let's see. What kind of color would this be? Would that suit things? No. Yes. So a lot of what I do as well, color experimentation. You need to feel free to try a whole bunch of things. Not everything goes with everything else. That's the tricky thing about art as well, which perhaps maybe not enough people understand. That in sciences are really hard, but people think that art as a result is not as hard, which actually a great deal of the time that is true. Or at least not in the same way that sciences would be, but when they think it's not as hard, that might also translate to easy, which it is not, because you see, in science there are rules, hard and fast rules. You know that 1 + 1 will always give you 2. E equals mc², F equals ma, and all that good stuff. But in art, yellow and blue doesn't always give you a masterpiece, and black and purple, as you can see here, might not always come out the way you intended. So it's a different kind of difficulty. At least that's what I found in my years of trying and failing at stuff like this. And you learn a lot over the years. Um, like god damn it, this was meant to be like a whole like sort of art tutorial kind of thing, but I'm just like here giving life lessons. Like, oh my god, please don't listen to me. I mean, take what you find useful, discard the rest, I guess. I mean, I'm just giving my own opinion on things based on the experiences that I have had in this life, limited as they might very well be. Okay, so we have tentacles like that, suckers as well, and her hair. Now, this is a tricky thing. What color do we want her hair to be? I mean, obviously white would be too easy, but I mean, it would also work really well. I mean, it did with Ursula, so who knows? Actually, let's some interesting thingamajig. Now, one thing I like doing as well, you know how artists always seem to have like their palette on, and they put like a whole bunch of colors on the side so they can work with in different ways. It's also really useful as well to do that for your artwork, just like in the process of things, you know, so that in case you want to go back and forth, you know, and do changes, try new things, new shades. It helps. It's real cool. It's real cool, yo. Okay. So now we are going to try her hair. What should it be? What should it be? Let's try maybe like blondish, like almost like platinum, like the color of I don't know, wheat. We have that. Just go with that. Here. One of my biggest gripes when doing art when I was younger was coloring within the lines. I could not do it. Like, I always went all over the damn place. It was the absolute worst. I was just like, well, this just sucks completely, because I just couldn't do it. My hands couldn't stay steady, and even now I seem to have those problems, which is why I like my drawing to be a bit looser. And it's one of those things where you turn your weakness into a strength, you know, and it becomes a part of who you are, and it makes you a bit more interesting, stuff like that. So yes. So we have this hairline there. It's looking interesting. We'll come back to that in a bit when we're done with the rest of the hair. It's like, okay. Also beware, sometimes I make old man noises, and well, because I'm an old man. But people who know me already know this about me. I'm actually really old and cranky. I mean, if you could see me now, if you could like see real closely, I actually do have gray hairs already. I mean, silver really, but I mean gray. But I like him. With any luck, I'll be fully silver by the time I'm like a real adult. Whenever that is. Like I always liked silver hair on people. On manga characters was always like really cool. and I thought that if I end up looking a little bit like them, that would be awesome. Well, this blondness. I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Now I'm gonna go for the eyes. Eyes. Now, one tip. Let's see. Don't make the eyes completely white. I mean, most of the time, I wouldn't say it's a hard and fast rule, but something you might want to consider, because I don't know, it helps things look a bit more natural, like somewhat, you know, and it's cool. It's cool. Just erase some of that and that. And let's see, what else? Oh, look at us, we're making good progress. What color will her wonderful eyes be? Oh, yeah, this kind of goes. Let's try something like See, that's this is actually probably how I'm going to spend like the next 4 hours, just being like going back and forth. I think purple is fine. I mean, like a dark, well, almost like a pinkish. I mean, if I were a real artist, I'd know it was like, oh, magenta, or oh shit, I think that's actually what it is. Wait, should I Google this? Oh no, you know what? Never mind. But yes. Oh, I don't even know why people hang around me. I strongly suspect my family members. You know, sometimes I wonder if they just like pay people to tolerate me, just like secretly. Like here, have like 50,000 naira, or have 40 pounds. Hang around with our child or brother or whatever. Yeah, so I like this so far. It's coming out okay. She's actually reminding me a bit of one of the Kais from Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, you know the one. Before anyone asks, no, I have not kept up to date with it, so I'm not actually watching Dragon Ball Super. I don't know, I feel almost like I've blasphemed somehow, but please don't hurt me. Okay. Now, what else? Okay, this is going decent so far. So I believe the only things next to do would be her gold hoop earrings and a necklace. Now, I like going over things once with a flat color, you know, because first of all, you know, I think it looks good. I like a bit of flat color. It's like fun and stuff. But most importantly, it lays a bedrock, like a foundation, for you to do a bit more. Now, yep, that's see which. Let's see, our Octomama. Yeah, you looking good, girl. Where you going? Come swim by my way. Oh God. Sometimes. I personally, I enjoy my own company, but still wonder how other people can stand me. Okay, now usually, okay, well, you know how I told you I like flitting back and forth? Usually, how this is meant to go is you're supposed to put everything maybe like flat color and stuff. That's what I usually do anyways. And then after that, you put the shadows. You start doing the blending bits of it, you know, and that helps things look a bit more natural, you know, stuff like that. Let's see. Like, I mean, it's not exactly perfect, but a little bit of blending and stuff like that makes things look a bit more decent, you know, like things flow into each other a little bit better. Yeah, spend a bit of time on this. Something like that, you know. Yeah. Okay. So now, she sells seashells by the seashore. This is the thing that's next. That wonderful red omelette shell. We'll go for the grayish, slightly different color, the shark tooth, you know, almost khaki colored, you know, but we're not gonna spend too much time on those. And then those gold doubloons and stuff. Yeah, we like that. So yeah, you know, just like something different. Actually, I feel like that's one too many of the same color. Therefore, let's try something different, like blue. And blue work. Let's try. Ooh, that's a harsh grain. So, yeah, like a bit of degree, like a precious sea stone that she might have found and hollowed out. Okay, we save again, and hey, we are almost, you know, like pretty much done. Now, what else needs to be done? The next really is just touching up now. First and foremost, I just like to say how proud I am of myself for actually like sticking to something this long. Usually I just like stop for a bit and I just like leave and just like, okay, this sucks now. I'm gonna come back later when I don't have to feel this terrible, you know. So I usually take that attitude. Usually when it doesn't involve pay. If it does involve pay, then I'm just like, okay, money's involved. I have to do this. It's now a job. You know. Okay. So now the touching up we're gonna give her some wonderful features. Like first of all, just bring that palette out there. That's the tone right there of the blush that we're gonna be we're going to be using, you know, because she might be a mermaid, but she's also a warm-blooded woman too, and as such she will have color a bit, like shade, tonal differences to her nose, the cheeks, nose, lips. Those are very important aspects of a face and something to consider, you know. So just give it just a little bit of that, not too much, not too strong, but just hints saying that okay, something's going on there. Like, you know, she takes care of herself. She doesn't just like walk out to the ocean, or like swim out to the ocean currents looking like sea trash. Nah, man. She takes care of herself. Hashtag no filter. Let's see, what else can we do? I don't know. Maybe perhaps a darkening. Just a little bit of a just like right there. Just, you know, all these different. I mean, what do you think? I mean, a lot of this was like experimentation, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't. Yeah, I mean, that's somewhat alright, you know. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. Nice little that's one thing. It's really weird, but I don't know whether this is a sign that I'm not quite alright in the head. I mean, if like these past, how many minutes has this been? Maybe like a billion minutes of me talking to myself, and I guess to you, whoever's like watching this. But I've always liked that sort of like the messy mascara look, the eyeshadow bit. That's like it's not quite trashy, but slightly just like slightly messy. They're smoky. That's the word I was looking for. Like smoky eyes. I do like that a lot. And thing is, I'm not very good at makeup, so it could be that I might have to watch some contouring videos to learn how to put makeup on this sea woman properly and make her look really great. But I'm working with what I have here. I'm just a simple man, you know. And yeah, so I like that kind of look, you know. And it's very mysterious, like a little bit rebellious, should I say, you know, that kind of stuff. And I've always liked that. It's just like shade the nose a little. Yeah, that's looking good, right? Just a little bit. It's all right. It's okay. It's not completely horrible. Doing great, guys. Stick with me. I promise we will get there at the end. We're really close. We're doing the final bits now. Just like shadow, tone. This is important for giving more life. No Drake. More life and more substance to your characters, you know. And gives a sense of realism, a sense of like 3D. So shadows are very important. Like the difference with and without them is it's not to be sniffed at. Okay, so now Sorry, it seemed I did not intend for all of it just like stare at her cleavage so long. But I was contemplating actually whether or not we should put some rouge on these as well, actually, because that's another place where there's increased blood flow for reasons that might make themselves apparent when you're a little bit older, boys and girls. Oh God, what is wrong with me? But yes, I'm gonna do a little bit of that. Yada, 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 just like tiny, just like a hint, you know, hint of rouge to draw the eye, and all that good stuff. And yeah, once that's all done, yeah, that's good. We're good. We're good. Actually, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go back to this outline. I'm going to go back to the pencil again. I'm just going to make this more, make the lines more solid, you know, because we don't, loose ends aren't always the best, you know, even when you're trying to make things a little bit more abstract. But yes, okay, just go there. I mean, I don't know if I should really be saying this or whatever, but I mean, like, boobs are surprisingly hard to draw. No, like for real, like no joke. I mean, they're wonderful. Like, obviously, they're really great, but they're just really tricky to get right because, like, lots of people do this thing where oh, see, that's kind of nice. You do this thing where, oh, you want to draw a purple, it's just like, oh, just draw like 2 circles. I'm just like, oh, look at me. I'm just like, oh man, I can't stop. Yeah, boobs, and then arms by the side. Like, no, nope, nobody, nope. That is not what they look like or how they're meant to be drawn. But you know what? We're not gonna get all into that right now. I mean, we can save that for another lesson if you really want. But yes. Oh, let's see what else. Shadow. Okay, I'm gonna lock this layer again. We've done the work. I'm gonna go back to a bit more shading stuff. Obviously, shading is good for communicating the fact that things are in 3D and that they have volume. So it's useful. Just like put a little bit like under there as well to show that, hey, this is a darker spot, you know. Just smooth it out. Now one other thing as well, tweak with some setting as well to make blending a little bit cooler. Cha great. Okay. So, oh yes, one good thing as well, or one important thing, you need to like determine where light is coming from, because obviously the direction your light is coming from will also determine how shadows will fall on whatever it is that you draw, mermaid woman or otherwise. So if light is coming from this direction, that means, I mean, that is what I did. Light is coming from here, so it's hitting right at the top here, which means everything under is going to have a bit more shadow. And the way you, oh, sorry, really sorry about that. The way you work with those shadows will determine, or rather will give the sense of volume to this character or whatever it is you're working on. So it is flat color can be really cool depending on what it is that you're doing. But if you want to give like if you want to try something a little bit different, if you want to give the be slightly more realistic or naturalistic or whatever you want to call it, but the shadow is a very important, it's an important tool. Its uses are not to be underestimated. You know, it's one of those small but really important things. Okay. And let's see what else now. Just like whoop. Wonderful. Okay. That's just a bit more. Paint density. Okay, so yeah, just a little bit of Jessica and the sun. I'm really sorry, but yes, just a little bit of shading, just like give it that oomph. You know, it's fairly important. Yeah. And it will help with that all-important depth perception, and it brings everything together in a really wonderful way. So hop, hop, whoop, like that. Just like whoop, I'm not gonna like stress too much on the shadows and stuff and how accurate they are and stuff. I'm just gonna do something like really simple, get it over with, you know. Can't spend too much time giving you all my hard-earned secrets, now can I? But yes, these are the things. These are the important things. Just like really that stuff, you know. And yeah. Don't be afraid as well to go over it a couple more times for a couple more passes and stuff. You know, make sure everything is working according to your plan. Stuff. Let's see what else. A little bit of coloring, rather shading for these last two tentacles. So yeah, just out of curiosity, has anyone seen or heard of the painting The Fisherman's Wife? I might recommend it. It's certainly an interesting thing to see, and you might learn one or two new things from it, you know, like a new fetish or something. But yeah, okay, so okay, obviously there's a bit of an error here, but I am responsible for taking care of that. And I can just hoop. No, that didn't go well. Let's try again. Hoop. Okay, that's mildly acceptable. Just change that a bit more. Yada yada. Go a bit on that. Saipan. Yeah. You know. So knowing what kind of brushes to use as well also helps. As you can see for the shading and stuff, I like kind of not hard like solid cell shading, but something close to it. So I use like kind of like a watercolor pen, and so that gives it that sort of watery feel, I guess. And it will lend itself really well to shading and a lot of other things. I mean, if you put your mind to it. Look. Right. So yeah. And I believe with that we've completed well, maybe not completed, but I'm pretty sure I'll work on this a bit more, and so you might see a slightly improved version of this in a day or two. But for the most part, oh yes, right, of course. Skadoosh, skadoosh, skadoosh. Actually, not even better yet. What I'm going to do is that sometimes you might want to go back to revisit certain colors. So I take them, cut them out, paste them on a different layer, and then I just name that thing like color key, I guess. Color key, yeah. So just like take that out of sight, and then voila, there we go, Mermay. That's what I'm talking about. So for the most part, that's just like basic line work and coloring, and there's still some rough edges, still a bit more work that I have to do in general, but so far I like this how it's gone. At a later point I'll probably like complete and post up a full version on basically almost every bit of social media that can support like a JPEG or whatever. But yeah, there we go. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this informal tutorial and my numerous minutes of rambling and all that good stuff. So yeah. Oh, I just had a really good idea. Maybe I could make these roses. Huh. maybe. Well, I guess you will have to wait and see. But yeah, till next time. See ya.